Hey guys, so hope you can see everything. I don't have a cameraman until my daughter comes home. So I wanted to do another video about the Parker Fly and the JJ Guitars 6-way switch. I now have a JJ Guitars 6-way switch in both of my Parker Flies, and I love having it. This is the refined Fly. We've talked about the differences. I changed the pickups to the earlier version, I've talked about the differences. So I wanted to demonstrate in this guitar, because the biggest difference as it applies to the JJ switch is that the refined guitar has a push-pull. So, and in the pre-refined guitar, it'd be very difficult to add a push-pull. You could do it. I'm trying to think, you'd have to do maybe the tone. I can't remember. There's only one pot where it could possibly even fit. I think it's the volume pot, actually, the master volume pot, which is a stereo pot, so you have to find a stereo pot with a push-pull, or perhaps relocate the master volume. Either way, it would be very complicated to add one, unless you want to drill a hole. That's the advantage here, and I don't think I'll ever use it, but I wanted to have it and I wanted to try it. So if you haven't seen my other videos or anybody else's videos, the JJ Guitar 6-way switch fits in place of your standard humbucker 3-way pickup selector, but instead you have 6. So on the bottom half you have normal, which is neck humbucker pickup. Bridge humbucker pickup. And both together. And then on the top half of the switch, you have, I believe this is either the outer coils. Let's try my wedding ring. Tap the pickups. I can't remember. Nope, that doesn't work. What was I tapping them with? Need something. I had a screwdriver earlier, but it's gone. What did I use? Maybe this capo. Is that the right material? Okay, so this is the inner coils, and then you have series, and you have the outer coils. Outer coils. Series. Just to compare it, here it is to both humbuckers in parallel. Let me make sure. Series. Parallel. And then with the coil taps, in this position, now we have just neck single coil, which is one of the few positions that doesn't cancel hum. Then bridge. So I can go from bridge single coil to bridge humbucker. Neck single coil. Neck humbucker, excuse me. So you can get a lot of different tones out of one guitar. And I haven't even, this being a Parker, I also have the acoustic pickup. We're not even going there. But just with any dual humbucker guitar with a push-pull, now you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different variations just from 2 pickups. So I love having it. I've used the white one on several shows and already. I haven't used it on any sessions yet, I don't think live sessions, if that counts, like TV tapings, but not like an actual CD recording. So, and the great thing about it, I've got my full tone overdrive here. So the great thing about it is because the single coil settings are all not quite as hot as the humbucker settings. So I'm going to go to humbucker. And let's say I want to back off the gain a little bit, but I don't want to lose any volume. I don't want to mess with my volume knob. So I can go from slightly dirty to a lot dirtier just using the pickup selector and without having to adjust volume or with just the pedal or anything like that. I found that to be very useful, especially if I'm playing like kind of Christian rocky kind of stuff and I want to do... Let's even try with a heavier distortion. So I find it to be really useful and really musical. Like I said, I now have different, I have a fuller sound and a thinner sound, in addition to all the different pickup sounds, like the neck being mellow, the bridge being, you know, real harsh and bright, and then together being kind of quacky. All from one switch. I don't have to change anything. I don't have to push and pull stuff other than when I want those single coils, which I probably won't use very much because they have the buzz. So you hear a little bit of buzz there. It's not bad. It's a pretty quiet guitar, but even so, compared to my other options. So I really like it. Excuse me. The wiring was a little bit complicated for the Parkers, and so if anybody has any questions, email me and I will email you the copy of exactly how I wired it. It's not that difficult once you've done it, but I did have to kind of make sure that the designer of the switch was very helpful and walked me through a lot of stuff, but he'd never worked on a Parker before, so I kind of had to do a little bit of experimenting. For the most part, his diagrams were right on point, and I think I don't know if I ended up changing anything or just having to kind of figure out how it applied to the Parker. And so I'll definitely, you know, and like I said, you buy the switch, if you tell him what kind of guitar and what kind of pickups you have, he'll send a lot of documents for that. If you email me, I'll happily send my Parker documents as well. Another thing, last time you saw this guitar in a video, I used a different strap, so vote on which strap you like. This is a darker kind of reddish one, and then the other one was a more tan. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the switch. It costs about $50, including shipping to the US. It comes from London, somewhere in Europe. And shipping time is a week or 2 weeks or so, depending on the post. It's not very, you don't have to wait forever like when you're ordering something from China. And I've been very pleased with it. Like I said, I've used the white guitar. So let's compare. Let's get the white guitar. So I'm going to play this one a little bit more, and I'll get the white guitar, and we'll compare. pickup settings that I use the most. I use the combinations the most. I use the 2 full humbuckers together the most, and then the 2 outer and the 2 inner. I also, for high gain stuff, I go to the bridge a lot. But that's not really where this switch kind of shines. You're not really getting a huge advantage with high gain stuff. Like I said, your advantage with the switch is really with clean and with overdrive. You just such a tremendous palette of tones when you're playing clean and when you're playing overdrive that you wouldn't otherwise have, and I am absolutely a fan. Back to the other one, I'm rotating so I can hear and feel the difference. I put it kind of far. Should have put it within reach so I didn't have to get up. Show my whole ass on camera. Okay. I'm gonna get a screwdriver real quick. I want to see something. Not the screwdriver I was looking for. So, in position, that one, we have inner, and then outer. On the white guitar, and these are wired the same except for the push-pull. It sounds like maybe they're different, so I want to see. Outer, inner. So they're opposite. I wonder why. Pickups are right side up in both of them. So I'm going to open that up and see if there's any reason I can determine, either with the switches themselves or with the pickups, why there would be a difference. But either way, I mean, having outer versus inner in which position doesn't really make a difference. It's not like you're going that direction, you know, so you're expecting bridge and you get neck. But I'm curious now, because I can kind of hear that difference. I'm not crazy, right? That's the down position, and we're getting inner. And on the other guitar, which has the exact same switch, wired the same except for the push-pull, outer. Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of it, but either way, I love the switches. They make the guitars so much more useful to me, because just having those different tonal possibilities just really makes a world of difference to me. Especially as a guy that likes to play strats and tellies, I feel like I can get a lot more sounds like that out of the dual humbucker guitar. So it's really, especially with the Parker now that I've got the acoustic pickup, the 6-way switch, I feel like I've got all the guitars I need in one. I've got an acoustic, I've got a single coil with a lot of different sound options, and I've got humbuckers. So I can bring one guitar to a gig and a backup, and I feel like I've got all the sounds that I need. So I'm a big fan of the switch. It's a possibility I'll add some other guitars, although I might just keep it special for the Parkers. And I'll definitely do a video if I find out anything else. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'm definitely curious as to why the pickups are... I'm going to take them both apart and compare the wiring and just make sure I didn't wire one slightly differently. Yeah, like I said, love the switch, love the Parkers, big fan of both. Vote on the strap for the wood Parker, and I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.